But my thing is, you say that you a bone carrier and you don't have to bring bones to whomever you don't want to. But now you mad because somebody didn't bring you a bone? Sheree, have a good day. Let's get into the review, child. And what's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? What's good? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14, episode 3. What's going on, you guys? How you doing, guys and girls? You know what I mean? I just hate when my cover is what. Hold on, y'all, child. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let me flip that over, okay? I don't like it. This. Anyway, there it is. But what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? We're here for another review, and I feel good. It's a little bit delayed. It's supposed to been out, but I was waiting on that storm to pass, but it stopped being so damn windy, so I decided to just go on and get it out while it's hot, child. But before we get into the review, let me let you guys know what's coming up. Now, normally we would do the Bad Boys panel on Monday, but Jamar and Maddie are both at DragCon, and they're not going to have time to do a panel with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a regular review on it, and then next week they can come back, and then we all come and talk about this past episode and next week's episode together. So that's what we're going to do, okay? This is just going to be a regular video. It's not going to be panel style because Jamar and Maddie are both in LA, so they're not going to have any time to sit down and do no panel with me. You know what I mean? So we're just going to do it the regular way, okay? That's on Monday. Now, Tuesday is the Whether You Like It or Not panel, where we will be talking about this particular show and Basketball Wives. And this week, it'll be on Josiah's World TV channel. Once he get that link ready, I'm gonna put it on a community wall so you guys can go over, set your reminders, and get it popping. Okay, so it will be on Josiah's channel this week, and also y'all better tune in to Roast and Review, which stars me, Terrence, and Josiah, and it will be on Terrence's channel. Giving you the real tea. It'll be on Terrence's channel. Once he get the time and stuff together, I'll let you know what time it's gonna start, but it will be on Terrence's channel this particular week. Okay. Now, without any further ado, anything else that's going on this channel later on, I'll talk about it later on into the video. Okay. So without any further ado, let's get into the review. Okay. So we started off with Kenya. Now Kenya is planning Brooklyn's party, and I'm just gonna be real with you guys. I'm not hating. Please trust me. I'm not hating at all, but I'll never understand why people have these big extravagant parties for these kids that's not gonna remember them. Brooke is turning 3. She's not gonna remember this goddamn party. So why are you, doing over the top parties? Like I couldn't stand that shit when Phaedra used to do it. So why the fuck are we doing this now? Like I mean, I personally don't understand. Don't be throwing them damn kids no big ass party like that and they not gonna damn remember. The only people that's gonna remember that shit is you. The Brooklyn, first of all, Brooklyn don't give a fuck. That's number one. And number two, she not gonna remember it. So why are we throwing this big ass party again? But then again, you rich, you got more money than me. Okay, you got more money than me, so you can throw how many parties you want to, and it can be as big as extravagant as you want it to be. But I'm just saying, it's unnecessary. Like that's just my personal opinion. I just feel like these big ass parties for these kids that's not gonna remember it. It's just unnecessary. I feel like when you throw parties like that, like throw it for a kid that's like 10 or 11 or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like let's not do it for some kids that we don't that's not gonna fucking remember it. Like that's my whole point about the situation. Like please. Like let's not do that. You know what I mean? But she don't know if Mark gonna help her with the party. But at this point, Kenya, I just feel like this girl, fuck Mark. You a single mother at this point, and it really don't even matter at this point. Do your thug fizzle. If you gotta rock it out by your damn self, rock it out by your damn self. It ain't like you ain't got the money, the patience, or anything like that. You got it. You know what I mean? Like you got it, and you can do this as much as you please. You got the money to pay for it. You don't need Mark, and I know that it would be much better if you had him because that is the father of your child and you want the father of your child to be a part of this situation, I totally understand that part. But if he don't want to be a daddy, he just don't want to be a daddy. And it's really just up to you to just pick up the pieces at this point, because at the end of it all, it don't even matter. It really don't matter at this point. Like, fuck that nigga, you got it. You don't really need him to do nothing. Because one thing about it, about a woman, they're gonna make it happen for their kids, regardless. And as much as I feel like this party is very unnecessary, at the end of the day, you doing it for your child and you're doing it by your damn self. So kudos to you, Kenya. Even though, once again, I do feel like this shit is unnecessary. But I understand, girl. I definitely understand. So we're gonna move on to the next thing, and that's Sheree working out with her joggers shirt on. Where's the joggers, girl? Where they sell them at? My thing with Sheree is she been on this show on and off for so many times and for so long, and she the only one that can't get it right. She's the only one that cannot get it right. Period. Okay? You got this big ass platform. You work out. Everybody knows you for that banging body that you got. Why you ain't get into lifestyle and shit like that? Why don't you really get some workout gear, put it in Dick's Sporting Goods or some shit like that? Like, do that, like get that shit going. Why you wasting your time on the fashion line, girl? Like, get do some shit that makes some sense. You know what I'm saying? Because people been telling me to get T-shirts with my sayings on it for a long damn time now. And TTB and I have had this discussion about it and shit like that. And the only reason why I haven't done it because I be thinking ain't nobody gonna buy my shit. Like, that's just what it is. I don't think that I'm that important yet for people to be, rallying around me to come and buy my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to get out of my own way because, like I said to you guys before, Jamie Bunny and Josiah had to push me to get that interview with Miss Wanda. So it's really me being in my own way and me not really believing in myself the way I should is the reason why I don't do certain things. But Sheree, you got the money. I guess you do. You got the money and you got the resources. Go out there and get you a lifestyle line. Like, do that. But whatever. But Marlon want to talk to any and everybody about how to raise boys. At this point, you should know. Okay? For real. Okay? But Sheree was just giving her experience about how she raised Cairo and everything like that, and how it's been a bumpy road and shit like that. So supposedly Marlo asks, and she said, "Yes, I do act, and I don't brag about it like the other girls do. Check my IMDb or whatever." And then is it DB? IMDb. See, I can't be too shady because I forgot the shit too. But in so many words, Marlo claims that she an actress, but she probably spent 2 seconds on a damn scene with somebody, and she thinks that she's an actress and all of this other shit. Like, that's how I see it, because I ain't never heard of Marlo being on nobody's show or nothing like that. I guess sitting in the scene for 2 damn minutes, or 2 seconds rather, counts. At least at least Kenya did Tross, that bootleg ass film. At least she had one iconic line in Waiting Exhale. Lino, Lino. But you haven't danced with me all night. If I hurry, I could catch Dick Clark. Oh my God! Like, seriously, seriously. But okay, Marlo. So then Marlo tells Sheree that Candy told her about the assistant and stuff like that, and about how her and Drew got the same assistant and how he been talking about Sheree. Now Sheree mad at Candy. Why? Well, we have a relationship. So I feel like I should not be hearing this from nobody else. Candy should have been the one to tell me. She don't like it when the streets talk about her, but she can sit up here and perpetuate these lies and these rumors about me. Sheree, how soon we forget that when you was on season 10 and season 9, you were the self-proclaimed bone carrier. And a lot of those girls went in on your ass during season 10 because you knew a lot of shit that Kim was doing and you didn't carry them damn bones. But when it came down to the other girls, you was telling everybody every goddamn thing. But when it came down to Kim, you had nothing to say. And it's been plenty of times when you sat there and listened to these girls talk about Candy like a dog and you said not one damn word. So my thing is, why the fuck you mad? It was okay when you was holding out on tea that you knew about, but yet when somebody do it to you, you got an issue with it. Sheree, have a goddamn seat, because obviously you forgot about what the fuck you did. Clearly, you forgot about it. You forgot about it. Because now you want not now you made it candy about something that Drew fucking said. Now, what I will say is Candy should have just went straight to Sheree instead of saying, well, girl, I heard this, and girl, I heard that. Now, I don't agree with her. It's one thing that you went to Kenya about it. That's one thing. But then you go to Marlo about it too. So if you was gonna tell them two, you might as well have told Sheree about it from the very beginning. You know what I mean? So I definitely see where Sheree is pissed off at, but Sheree should be the last person to be mad when she has done the same fucking thing to just about everybody on this damn cast. Okay? So she could really have a seat and sit that one the fuck out, because you carry bones when you want to. You don't carry them for the shit you need to carry them about. You carry them from unnecessary reasons. Period. So on one hand, it's like, yeah, Candy really did go and tell Kenya and go and tell Marlo what she heard instead of going to Sheree, someone that she's known longer than all these girls. But yet, you know what I mean? Sheree, on the other hand, she didn't volunteer no information that she knew about Candy, and she even said it at the motherfucking reunion that time. It was the season 10 reunion. She was like, I don't have to tell nobody anything. I don't have to be loyal to nobody because nobody's loyal to me. So why the fuck you think anybody gives a fuck about how you feel? And why do you think that anybody needs to be loyal to you? Nobody owes you shit. The same way you felt like you didn't owe nobody nothing when it came down to Kim and all the bullshit she said and did about everybody else and to everybody else, and you knew about it and you didn't say anything. So I'm gonna need Sheree to calm her titties down and shut the fuck up, seriously, because she doing too much. Now you mad because somebody carrying a bone on you. Girl, please. Get the fuck out of here, girl. Girl, please, okay? Please. Period. Like that's just how I feel about the situation, honestly. Like, are you serious? You really gonna be mad about that? Please, okay? So next thing up, what's coming up next? So now, Candy and Todd. Okay, now Candy plays a lesbian on the show. You know what I mean? And Candy is the only one that's really doing her thug thizzle, like outside the show. Like Candy got a lot going on, so she playing on the show, and her agent is basically telling her all the things that she needs to know. And then Todd comes over, and it just comes across to me. It comes across to me like Todd has an issue with the success that Candy has, and it's like on one hand, it's like he supports her, but on another hand, I think sometimes he feels inferior to her. I don't know if that's true, but that's the way it be coming across to me sometimes, that he feels inferior. And if he does feel inferior to her, that's understood. It's understandable. Like if you got a mate and they pretty much overachieve and you still trying to find your way. Not to say that he ain't achieving anything, but he hasn't achieved as much as Candy has. So that can be a bit intimidating in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to down him, but I think you all get what I'm trying to say here. Like it can be intimidating when you dating somebody that got their life together or got their things together. And when we do reviews like this, I always have to bring in myself. I remember dating a guy back in 2015. I remember dating this guy. He was very educated. I think he had like maybe 1 or 2 degrees. He had a bachelor's and a master's degree or something like that. Like he was very educated, very smart, very reserved. He had this, educated demeanor about him. At that time, I was still trying to find my way. I was 26, college dropout, working at a dollar store, and I just felt like I did not deserve this man. Like I felt like I didn't deserve him because he had achieved so much, and here I am working a basic ass job, not making that much money, doing a YouTube channel that's stagnant as fuck, and I'm just like, what exactly would I have to offer him? He has so much. He has so much potential. He has way more potential than me, and I'm a bum. So why am I even? You know, I am. He's way out of my league. Like, why am I with him? And that could have been the self esteem in me that was very low. But I had to be honest with myself because I'm just like he deserves better than me. You know what I mean? So I felt inferior to him and I felt intimidated just because he was a well educated guy who didn't look at me as if I was beneath him, but I felt as though he was looking at me that way. But years later, we talked about it years later, like we were cool. Um, I think we saw each other for the first time like 3 years ago, and we discussed everything. And then I felt a little bit better after the fact because it was kind of like, okay, like I always felt like you looked down on me, but he didn't. He was trying to push me to do more, but I wasn't ready for all of that at that time. So I can understand that most definitely. So Anthony and Drew, they're out shopping for the baby, and Anthony starts spilling all of Sheree's tea to Drew. And I'm just like, this queen is so messy. Like I told you guys on that first episode that Anthony is that same nigga that got that shit going between Jackie and Malaysia, talking about some. Jackie said that Malaysia children is dirty and unkept and all that other shit. Now y'all know I told y'all that, and now I see a lot of y'all on Twitter coming with the tea now saying, "Oh, that's the same one." I told y'all that. I told y'all that. Period. I told y'all that. So what are you saying? You know what I mean? Like I tried to say, I told y'all that. Like stop it. I told you guys straight up. I told y'all what it is, and y'all didn't want to listen to me. I told y'all he the same one. Like he's sitting up there giving all the tea and telling all her business and how she didn't pay him and all of this other stuff. And let's just be honest here. As messy as Anthony is, I do see it this right here. You Sheree does have a history of not paying people. She does. We hear this all the time. But she has also she wants people to pay her to take a damn picture. Remember a couple of years ago, this was back when I was friends with Justin. I remember he was I think it was during Atlanta Pride. I think they met Sheree, and then Sheree had charged them I think it was $5 or $10, I don't know, somewhere around there, to just to take a photo with her. Who charges people to take pictures with them? Girl, please. I wouldn't dare charge nobody to take no picture with me. Why the fuck would I do that? Like, why would I do that? Why would I sit up here and charge people to take a picture with me? Ain't nobody got time for that. Who got time for that? I know I don't. Ain't nobody got time for that bullshit. Why you charging people to take photos with you? Like, you ain't nobody. Girl. So, listen, I already know what it's giving. Okay. I just feel as though it is what it is. Like Sheree is full of it. Not Sheree, but Anthony is full of it. And he is telling all her business, and Drew just sitting up in here relishing on that shit. You know what I mean? But like I said before, if a messy queen can tell you somebody else's business, that same messy queen telling somebody else your fucking business. So get ready for the get down. Period. Um. So what's the next on the list? As they're doing that, Drew gets a call from Sonya, and apparently Sonya been in a car accident, and Drew rushes over to save her and pick her up. So now, because I don't really care about what Sonya and Aaron was talking about, so we get into Brooklyn's party, and Sheree and Kenya they discuss Drew, and Kenya makes Sheree promise not to get nothing started at the party. Okay, and Sheree said, "I'm not gonna do nothing because it's Brooklyn's party, but Drew better not start with me because if she start with me, it's gonna be an issue." So now we meet Monyetta Shaw. Okay, that's Candy's friend. That's one of the friend of the Housewives this season. And I like Monyetta Shaw. Like I remember her being on Atlanta Exes. She's beautiful. I love her. I wish she had a seven peach, but I like Monyetta. I really do. I'm glad to see her on the show. And I know that she's really good friends with Candy in real life. Like that's her real life friend. And she used to be married to Neo. So I think she got two kids by Neo actually. So yeah, I like Monyetta. I can't wait to see what she brings to the show. But she comes in and stuff like that. So we get to meet her. And then, Drew is just Drew and Sonya was talking, and then she was like, I haven't filled you in on what's been going on between me and Ralph, and then that starts, and then it's just that we go back to like 3 days before the party, and Ralph is still feeling like Drew is wrong and Drew doing this and Drew doing that. Like he really still making her cry even after he made her cry at that dinner that he gave her. That's a narcissistic ass motherfucking nigga. I don't fuck with him. Period. I don't. Okay, I swear I do not. I don't fuck with him at all. So we're gonna go into the Brooklyn tea, like they was, playing the game with Brooklyn, and now we're going over into the adult table and we about to play a shady game. So Kenny like, we gonna do this at a kids party? You know what I mean? So she's like, yeah, we're gonna do it at a kids party. So they write stuff down on what they heard about or what they know about a person. So when it come down to Mayetta, it says Mayetta got work done. She says she natural, but she got work done. She said, all I got is titties. Okay, so she pretty much put it out there that she got her breasts done. Somebody wrote on Candy's thing that she was sucking dick in a locker room, and that got her flustered. I feel like Sheree wrote that. If Sheree didn't write that, Marlo wrote it. It's one of them two messy ass bitches that wrote that shit. You can't tell me that they didn't write it. I know that they wrote that shit. I just know they did. You can't tell me they did. I just know they wrote that shit on there. But Sheree said, I mean, I didn't write it, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she sucked dick. I mean, she sucked dick everywhere else. And I'm just like, and here's my thing, Candy. That's really not nothing to be mad about, honestly. I mean, sucking dick in a locker room, that's not a big deal. People have sucked dick in parks and cars and stuff like that. Like, and I'm not talking about me, but it's like, what's the big deal? We know you suck it, so it shouldn't matter where you suck it at. Period. Okay, so I don't understand what the fuck you got so flustered for. You know what I'm saying? So then they was talking about Kenya borrows cars, and we know that Marlo wrote that shit. Talking about she borrows cars and all this other stuff. But then Marlo said, you borrow your Rolls Royce and all that other stuff. Marlo, girl. And then someone wrote, Sheree doesn't pay her assistant. So it was Drew. So now Drew want to go in for the killing star with Sheree. So now it's Sheree versus Drew now at this point. It's Sheree versus Drew. Like Sheree is not having it with Drew. She going in on Drew. And Sheree was basically saying, this same person that's telling you shit about me, they talking about you and all this other stuff. And then, Phantom, I think that's her name. She comes into the conversation. She was saying that he was basically harassing her to be her assistant, trying to be around. And he told Sheree that your husband was gay. And when she said that, I was like, Lord, just take me. Just take me right now, Lord. Just take me now. Because I'm just like, girl, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, this is what we doing now? Like, are we serious? You know what I mean? So I was definitely shocked by that. And Drew was fuming. Like, she was pissed the hell off. And I can't say that I really can't say that I blamed her for that because girl, like you really doing it? Like you gonna really sit up here and talk about somebody's husband and then say that they gay? Like, girl, ooh, she really came in with that. But at the end of the day, King tried to calm Drew down and stuff like that. But see, Drew, even though Phantom didn't even have to bring that up, you didn't have to bring up what you heard about Sheree at that party, at that moment. So you started this shit, honestly. You started it. You brought it on yourself. You started the shit by bringing this shit up in the first place. You started it. So at the end of it all, you tried to be shady and throw some shit that you heard in Sheree's face, and you see how quick karma came back at your ass. Now you tried to put her tea out on Front Street, and now Phantom put some tea about your husband out on Front Street, which I don't believe that is true. But all I'm saying is, you tried to start shit, and then the shit hit you right in the damn face. Now, how do you feel now? Seriously, how do you feel now? That's all I'm saying. Ooh, and then Sheree confronts Candy, and Candy in trouble because she felt like she should have told her the tea instead of telling everybody else and all this other stuff. And then Drew putting her hands all up in Sheree's face and stuff like that. And I'm like, ooh, Lord, this is gonna be a long season because it look like all the mess continues on the next episode. And I can't say that I'm not excited because I am, honey. Okay, period. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, it's be your boy Scotty, all right? Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video. Click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops in. Also, be sure to follow me on social media. My Twitter, my IG, and my brand new TikTok will be down in the description box, okay? So with that being said, you guys, your boy's out of here. Until my next one, I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.